Martin Luther King Jr. was born January 15, 1929, and he was murdered April 4, 1968. He became a civil rights activist very early in his career, and he was a co-founder of SCLC. All of his work led to a march in Washington in 1963, where he held his famous "I Have a Dream" speech, which he is very known for today. And it is what most people think about when they hear the name Martin Luther King. He received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964 for his work to end racial discrimination, as the youngest person ever to receive one of those. Martin Luther King was assassinated on April 4, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee, on a hotel balcony by a man called James Earl Ray.
In March 1955, a 15-year-old schoolgirl, Claudette Colvin, refused to give up her bus seat to a white man. King was on the committee from Birmingham African American community that looked into the case. Because Colvin was pregnant and unmarried, they decided not to pursue the case too much. On December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat. The Montgomery bus boycott planned by Nixon and led by King soon followed. The boycott lasted for 385 days, and the situation became so tense that King's house was bombed. King was arrested during this campaign, which ended with a trial that ended racial segregation on all Montgomery public buses. And now we have a clip with the BBC News from when they first heard that Martin Luther King was assassinated.
Good evening. Dr. Martin Luther King, the apostle of nonviolence in the civil rights movement, has been shot to death in Memphis, Tennessee. Police have issued an all-points bulletin for a well-dressed young white man seen running from the scene. Officers also reportedly chased and fired on a radio-equipped car containing 2 white men. Dr. King was standing on the balcony of a second-floor hotel room tonight when, according to a companion, a shot was fired from across the street. In the friend's words, the bullet exploded in his face. Police, who have been keeping a close watch over the Nobel Peace Prize winner because of Memphis' turbulent racial situation, were on the scene almost immediately. They rushed the 39-year-old Negro leader to a hospital where he died of a bullet wound in the neck. Police said they found a high-powered hunting rifle about a block from the hotel, but it was not immediately identified as the murder weapon. Mayor Henry Loeb has reinstated the dusk-to-dawn curfew he imposed on the city last week when a march led by Dr. King erupted in violence. Governor Buford Ellington has called out 4,000 National Guardsmen. And police report that the murder has touched off sporadic acts of violence in a Negro section of the city. In a nationwide television address, President Johnson expressed the nation's shock.